and welcome. It is day number 800 here on our Friday flag raffle day. Going to be awesome time together. I'll be honest with you, I'm worn out. This is my third today. I know that we were just together, many of you, just about an hour and a half ago, hour 45 ago. Had an incredible stream today with Jake Bro. Asked him about 20 questions, viewer questions. And if we didn't get to your question, maybe we'll get to it next time. But we went as long as we could. So thank you for participating in that, for sending questions to the community forum or emailing me through my website. It was very, very informative. And thank you again for that. Now, here's what I want to share with you guys this. Tonight, Friday flag giveaway. This is, and I know we're going to have new folks here, and I'm going to give you instructions. So let's do this now. We'll welcome. I have a few news things I'm going to share with you. I'm going to show you a video. I showed it with the on the stream with Jake, but I'm going to show it to you guys as well. Our human hero rescue machine. But this is direct from the Zero line, and tonight somebody who is watching live, whether here on my channel or at the same time we're co-streaming there on Prof Gerdes' channel. Big shout out to everybody. Greetings, all of you guys from Prof Gerdes' channel. Now, is that some trust or what? Prof Gerdes and I have become very, very good friends, and I'm pushing this to his channel because he feels it's, and rightfully so, he feels it's his project as well, and it equally is. But here you go. This is from the Zero, signed by Fish. Right there. That's Shevchenko, the art drawing from the Zero line from one of Fish's team members. And then Fish signed it here. Direct from the Zero. This will be raffled off tonight and mailed to you. Everything that we've done so far, all the flags have been mailed or are en route, and we want to thank you for that. Now, I want to give you guys instructions on how this works. If you're here tonight and you say, okay, how do I do that? Where do I buy a ticket? Well, for this, you do not buy a ticket. We have other raffles that we'll do that will buy tickets and stuff. We're not doing that. We're being grateful and thankful to the amazing amount of support that has been raised through all of our channels, myself, Professor Gerdes, Johnny, Rick, Mercado, the Shills, Starsky, Warthog, new relationships now with Jake Bro. It's just going to continue to grow because we're fighting and standing for what's right. And that's quite a lineup. Who is the guy on the flag from John Nunn? The guy on the flag, his name is Taras Shevchenko. In fact, let me do this. Let me give the instructions first so you guys have maximum amount of time. Now, I'm going to trust all of you because you're wonderful supporters to only register once. Now, our computers on the back end will know if you register more than once. I have to give a big shout out to Amy, our communications coordinator, who set this up for me. And guys, I told you, I said, if you stick with me, I promise you it'll be much easier the next time. And it is. So I will talk about the flag in just a second, but first let me do this. You come, if you're watching on TV, go to your mobile device and go to the chat. If you're on a computer or an iPad, go to the chat. And I will show you right here. You're watching the stream like this. And you see the chat over here. You come up to the top under where you see people who have donated memberships or super chats or whatever, which I get to. And you see a pinned comment. From there, you click that. And it says, for the free battle flag, please click this link and register one time only. You click this form. Boom. It takes you to a form. It'll do it on your mobile phone. It'll do it on anything. Please enter your name or YouTube handle, and that is the name that will be entered into the raffle. Please enter your provide your email for contact and shipping information in case you are the winner. Your information is private and will never be shared. Folks, I will never share your email, only to communicate to you if you win. And if you don't worry. I just delete the spreadsheets. Okay. And then you just put your email in there, your name there, and hit submit. Where is it coming? Everything full transparency. It's auto-filling here, and I'm going to get off that screen right now so people can look. Everything's auto-filling. Already 140 responses in, 141. Look at it happening real time there. I told you guys that it's oh, that's Jake. Hey, brother. I got so many buttons here. I told you, I don't like it if it's not smooth, and we're living and learning together. So now, Professor Gerdes, you guys have the same, and I'm over here now saying hello to Alabama Caging, Tim Stocking, the Palladian, Don Memele, Chris Shineoff, MM93 must win. Hello from Delaware. So you guys do the same. Professor Gerdes has it pinned in his chat. You enter it. And then the only other thing is you need to be here. And I'm telling you right now, tonight is not going to be so long. I've been streaming all day. Before Jake, I did a video with Tanzania, with Africa. It has been non-stop. So we're going to update on all the key news for today. While that's happening for about a half hour, we will leave the raffle open. Make sure you register one time. And our wonderful moderators, all of those guys are doing an awesome job pushing chats into my queue. But now to answer the question, who is that? That is Taras Shevchenko, historical figure, historical twice. Sorry for that. Writer, philosopher, really the originator of the Ukrainian language as we know it now. He is a Ukrainian hero, okay? A Ukrainian legend. And his statues are all throughout Ukraine. In fact, I tell people many times they'll see a photo I'm in or something there in Ukraine and they'll go, Greg, isn't that a Lenin statue standing back there in the background? And I'll say, no, there are no more Lenin statues standing in Ukraine. That is a Taras Shevchenko statue, and they're everywhere. Every city has basically every city has a Shevchenko Park, a Shevchenko Street. It's hero level. And then here is the signature of fish. So there you have it, guys. In about half hour, somebody's going to win that on the Wheel of Fortune. Now, patch for the night is this one right here. This is actually a border guard. It says Ukraine Border Security Services right here. This is the special patch that I got from a border guard there in Ukraine. I like this one. This one's really cool. So there you have the patch of the night, and hello to all of you. Much love to all of you guys. And remember, if you're here on Prof. Gerdes' channel, you can do the same thing by entering the raffle as well at the pinned comment up top. Let me do this. Let me get to the super chats really quick, and then we're getting into the updates I want to give you. Lars Ronis, welcome to new crew member. Dunk on you, 20, Mr. Jordan. Great interview. Still watching, was working during that time. Oh, he's still watching the interview with Jake. That's good. Thank you, Dunk on you. 10 gifted memberships from Dunk on you. Paul Gilbert gifted 5 memberships. Camilla Matson, SEK 30. Elaine Crossland, Canadian 20. Good collaboration with Jake today. Thank you for that. UTV and Ham, Katie 9W. Okay, we're getting the ham radio going there. Thank you for all you do. Slava Ukraina. Mitch Ashdown, Canadian 20. Thank you, Mitch, for your faithful support. Papa Dutch, I still say it belongs in a museum. I have something for a museum even better than that. Tracy Berry, 5 quid. Thank you for that. iBag gifting the 5 memberships. You guys are awesome. Can I use 5 different email addresses? Robert Lockhart, no, you cannot. I was waiting for Robert Lockhart to give that comment right there. Hey, you guys, thank you so much, and I'll keep watching that. Now, the countdown is on. It's 5:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm thinking about another half hour, and we will call it out. Mertzy with that super chat. Howdy do, Greg. Thank you for all you do for truth and justice. You're very welcome, my Canadian friend. And I'm not Canadian, my Pennsylvanian friend. And we still have to grab coffee somewhere between you and I, and we will make that happen. Let's get to it now. Yeah, and there you are. There's Mertzi right there. That's all functioning. Thank you, Paul. Rocking as always. Let's go here. The question over the last few days has arisen about women serving on the front lines, women serving in the military. What's the official? And I asked Zhenya 2 nights ago on our stream, and he gave you guys an update, and then I was sent the information. So I have the update for you, and we also will be facilitating a project for women soldiers in Ukraine. As we shared the other night, we just do not do random projects and say, well, let's just go buy this or buy that. No, we hear from the front line, see the greatest needs, and then we fill it. And that's the most effective use of our time and our resources. So right now, Zhenya is communicating with frontline commanders to see what are the biggest needs that women soldiers have. And we will be coming forward with a project in the next few weeks. Now, what is the update? How does it look? How many? How about right here? This beautiful woman soldier here. A couple of things I want you to notice. First of all, you see her fully geared out. She is also married. How do I know? The wedding band is on her right finger. That's an example of a typical woman soldier. I've seen thousands on the front lines. The numbers are 70,000 women serve in the ranks of the armed forces. Deputy head of the Ministry of Defense, Natalia Kalamakova. 70,000 women. Where are they at? 47.2 are in as military personnel, 6.5 thousand in logistical positions, and 4,000 women are on the zero line. 4,000 women are on the zero line. So that's a breakdown. There's a lot of support that is needed, and we will come together with a great job, a great project, rather. Let's see here. Robert Baggy, I would love to own that flag. I would share it proudly. I hope, make sure you're in the drawing there, Robert. Thank you for that. I heard over 50,000 women joined. Yeah, a lot of women joined, but the number, there's 70,000. Any update on the sabotaged chips? Yes, they're being replaced. We have now. So maybe you're here and you're new and you do not know about this, but Ukraine received a batch of drones through a program a few months ago, and 40,000 were sabotaged at the manufacturing plant in China. 40,000 circuit boards had been drilled. And we were there with the guys and working through all of those components. I actually have one of the damaged chips. It's right over somewhere over here in my gear, actually. I think it's still in my backpack from Ukraine. I have one. You can see the drill hole going in it, and they were all drilled that way. So instead of just throwing the drone out as trash, Ukraine says, no, we need these drones. We'll replace that one circuit board. And a Ukrainian manufacturer started making them. And to replace that little circuit board was $50 US. And we started a little project just fixing those because every $50 was putting another eye in the sky. So I got an update from Zhenya just a couple of days ago. Since we talked about that, never really did a heavy push on it, but you guys were giving toward it. We've put over 200 eyes in the sky back in the air. Do the math, 200 times 50 is 10,000 US. So we've put over 200 back into the air, and it's really, really cool. Yeah, many women are being trained. They're starting a new drone brigade. That is possible. Kepi Blanc fella, women serving is great. They're as good as men and better for some applications. That is correct. BME with the super chat there. Just a little something for you guys. Wish I could do more. Paul, you are smoking it, dude. 1999, Debbie Heinlein. Mugga, make Ukraine great again. Glory to the heroes. Beautiful comment. Thank you so much for that. This is cool. Where is my audio on that? Oh, there it is. It'll come back next time. Thank you for that coffee, and the Slava Ukraina didn't play, so I'll play it for you. Welcome. Oh, that's not it. But that's nice too. This one.
Slava Ukraini.
There you go. Whoever gets that flag needs to use it to educate the people who are still supporting Putler's lies. Very good. Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's go to the second one. So there's your update on the ladies. While we're doing this on Friday giveaway, we're now up to, I'll keep you guys updated real time. We're up to 183 names that are in the drawing. So thank you for that. Keep it coming. As a reminder, if you're here on Prof. Gerdes' channel, I am not Prof. Gerdes. I am his twin brother. But want to thank you for being here as well. The drawing is also on your channel. And I do see Jason Tenney with a $49.99 super chat. As of February 2024, Ukraine confirmed 31,000 killed in action. If so few losses, why then does Ukraine lack men for the front line? Okay, so when we come over to Prof. Gerdes' channel, Phantom 23, yo, hold up, Sabotaged drones, why isn't this a national news story? Do you have a link? Yeah, I'm the link. I was there. It has been released on some internal Ukrainian news places now, but it never made the big news. But it's real. It was crazy. Jason Tenney. So as of February 2024, Ukraine confirmed 31,000 killed in action. If so few losses, then why does Ukraine lack men for the front line? Let me tell you why. Because 31,000 is not accurate. Okay. And listen, we are 100% pro-Ukrainian here. You guys know that. So thank you for that on Prof. Gerdes' channel. 100% pro-Ukrainian, pro-truth, but 31,000, it's too low. I've seen 31,000 flags myself. The flags I referenced to are flying at the graves all over Ukraine. Why? I do not know, and I can't speculate on why the numbers are the way they are, why Ukraine releases what, the numbers about even Russian equipment and losses. There's reasoning, but the numbers larger. $50 super chat from Paul Glosson. One more eye in the sky, that's for sure. $10 Papa Dutch. It's proven fact that females have faster reflexes and network much better. I would agree with that. In fact, this morning I tried to steal a piece of bacon off of my wife's plate, and I found out how fast her reflexes were, cat-like. No, I did not get the bacon. Where's the link at? The link is at the top of the chat pinned. You can click that or in the description. All right, let's go back to this. Next, Czech Republic. We've been talking about mobilization. Czech Republic will not support Ukrainian men who evade military conscription. This is according to their foreign ministry today. And there are about 95,000 Ukrainians in the country aged 18 to 65 who have temporary protection. I think we're going to see more and more of this. It's not going to be a deportation. It's going to be impossible. Like we were talking about Lithuania. Lithuania is not going to deport Ukrainian men back. Poland is looking for EU guidance because in Poland is the majority of Ukrainian males. But they're everywhere. Germany, UK, all throughout Europe, all throughout the world. But there's just not going to be a forced deportation, but there's going to be something. Ukraine is struggling to get their self straight. And this is one of the first ones we see. When you see support, what that means, it may mean social services, it may mean adjusted rents or housing, and they stop that, it begins to make a difference. We'll see what happens. Another question, as we are counting down, we're probably another 15 minutes or so, and we'll roll the flag raffle. Russia, in the chat over the last week, I've seen a lot of people chatting, Greg, check on the chemical weapons, check on the chemical weapons. So as you guys know, I only like to share what is confirmed. And this is now confirmed. This is directly from Kyiv, and I translated it into English for you. Russia is using chemical weapons. Yes. The United States has imposed sanctions against Russia for using chemical weapons and anti-protest weapons banned in combat. Previously, Ukrainian officials and military personnel reported that Russia was using chemical weapons, but this is the first time that a third party is confirming it. So substances that can be used by Russians or is being used by Russians is chlor. Now you guys are gonna have to know this better than I do, but chlorpecrin or chlorpecrin, irritation of mucous membrane, suffocation, cough, disorientation. I'm not even going to try the next one. Chlorobenzamolonitrile, maybe from mild irritation all the way up to burns and death. And then another one, chloracetophenone, eye, respiratory tract infection, chemical eye damage, death. Known tactics of using this, they are using it in grenades, they're using it to be dropped from drones, they're using it in mortars, and they're using it in artillery shells. And Russia began putting out information in 2023 on their first channel. It's called the First Channel or Channel 1. They showed a story where they were actually using these weapons. So they put out their own video, and Ukraine has recorded 1,891 events of chemical warfares being used. Chlorine base, I see from Wayne. Thank you for that. This is where we're at, guys. So tonight on the flag raffle, I really try to stay focused on that and be wonderful for somebody. We are now at 199 entries between my channel and Professor Gerdes' channel to win tonight and have it shipped to you for free. This battle flag, straight from the front line. I'll leave it up on my shoulder like this. So the next person will be the number 200. Thank you for that. Let's go back here. So we've answered an update on the women. We have also updated a little bit about mobilization. And now we have talked about chemical weapons. Let's move to number 4. And this is the, I'm going to waste about 30 seconds of your time right now. Not really, but this is just nonstop blabbering. But Zakharova, you may know her. She is the Foreign Affairs press head. So you're typically seeing her talking if it's a spokesperson for Lavrov, and you will see Peskov speaking if it's a spokesperson for Putin. That's the guy with the mustache, Peskov. But Maria Zakharova, she's actually elected representative in the Russian Duma, but she is the Foreign Affairs press head as well. She's the spokesperson, talks crazy talk all the time. So she came out today with a statement by Foreign Affairs that said, if anything on the Kerch Bridge is damaged or destroyed again, it will be a red line. So the question is, how many red lines have we heard? And of course, we're going to spend about 30 seconds on that and get off of that. But listen, guys, this is what they say every time. Red line, red line, red line, red line, red line. And now with supply coming to Ukraine, unfortunately, Patriot's going to be a little delayed. I will update you on that in just a second. But ATACMS and other longer range weapons coming in for Ukraine and what they're developing on their own. Kerch, of course, is well within range, and Ukraine has already proven early in the war that they can hit it. So I agree with Steve Sinelli there. That's a nice comment. Call their bluff and hit it. Exactly. So that's where we're at on that. And I can tell you now we're at 202 responses. Good job, guys. Somebody, if you're in here, 270 watching right now on my channel, 87 watching on Professor Gerdes' channel, 90 on Professor Gerdes' channel. So make sure you click the link. You have a chance to win this tonight. It's just a sign of our appreciation to you for your support and helping. Now, U.S. approved weapons for Ukraine, as we know, and other nations are coming through as well. Czech Initiative, Great Britain, Germany, others. But Now it's a race against time. So we have learned in the last 24 hours that it will now be the end of June for the next batch of Patriots to arrive. I don't understand. And another round of training for 70 Patriot operators is taking place in Germany for 6 weeks of training. We shall see. This could be a bluff. They could already be there, or this could be genuine. This is actually reported on multiple sources. But regardless, guys, it's May the 3rd. May the 3rd. And for sure, we're going to be into June before they potentially arrive, according to these multiple sources. And F-16s may coincide with it. I will be wonderfully happy if it's summer, F-16s are there, but I still hold to September. Does NATO training really help in this war? It does. In fact, I showed video of, I was not laughing at you, I was laughing at a comment. I showed video. If you guys go and look, it's a drop in Orikov, where the soldiers are actually proudly showing their patches where they were trained by American Rangers in Germany and other medics in Germany, NATO training, and they were very happy about it. It is good. Greg, is it raining in UA or has it been dry? It's been dry. That's a great question. Why weren't they training on Patriots earlier? That's a good question. I see it there. I don't really understand this, to be honest, guys. And for me, it's always, instead of trying to focus on conjecture, it's to focus on, let's see what happens. I will tell you that a lot of things happen that the world doesn't know about. So even though multiple sources are reporting this, it wouldn't surprise me if the Patriots are there next week. I mean, that's what I would do. Is that what you would do? I would tell you this here, and I would do this here. It's logical, but we'll see. All we can do is watch and wait and see. But this is the driven story right now. Ground General in the East, and we're coming up probably about 10 more minutes, and we'll draw the raffle. And I'll wish you guys a good weekend and a good Friday night or Saturday morning if you're in Australia or the East. Ground General coming out yesterday and says we are expecting a much stronger push, if not an offensive, in the summer in the Sumy or Kharkiv direction. That was yesterday. Does Russia have enough up in that area right now to do this? No. Are they moving more there? Yes. Will it happen? That depends on restocking that the world is supplying Ukraine and Ukraine figuring out their mobilization. Right now, we're having issues on the Eastern Front. Chasiv Yar is in big trouble. Chasiv Yar is destroyed, but it's in big trouble. And the worst part that Ukraine is facing right now is that push on Ocherny. In fact, I just want to remind you guys, because it may be different people here tonight than last night. Let me just use Deep State for this, and let's go here real quick. 5:30, another 10 minutes or so. We're going to draw the flag. So Chasiv Yar here. The problem in Chasiv Yar, as you can see, Russia pushing up through the forest here, coming, but it doesn't matter, guys. There's nothing left in Chasiv Yar, and they're wanting to come this way, and then they'll bring it this way. But the problem is everything you're seeing here is destroyed. In fact, let me just show it to you one more time from last night. Let me put the file back in there. Yesterday was the 2nd. let me just, if you're here tonight, maybe you're new and you just found me today because of the Jake Bro interview. Let me just show you what I'm talking about when I say it doesn't matter. Chasiv Yar is destroyed. This is Chasiv Yar video taken within the last 72 hours. No audio. Now, I actually want to do something a little different than last night. I'm going to go back to this. Okay. Now, you can see there in the middle that in the top part of your screen, actually that entire screen, that is some type of complex. Probably agricultural, to be quite honest, or some type of mining. You can see the propane tanks up there. It was some kind of business or processing. No question. That's where Chasiv Yar is located. But after this, the video goes and you go into the neighborhoods and just streets with houses. While you're looking at this, let's just pause it right here. I want you to notice that every home is destroyed. I would challenge you to, and that's not a negative statement. It's a positive. I would challenge anyone to find a home there that's not destroyed. They're all destroyed. Typical side street in Chasiv Yar. So when I say things like, okay, Chasiv Yar is already in trouble, it's in trouble. And I'm hoping that Ukraine has wisdom in what they're doing to solve it, whether they need to back up and punt or change their tactics there. The other place that, guys, we have to pay attention to so importantly, and I'm actually going to zoom out on it now to give you a little different perspective than even last night. Let me go to blue for this. If you're here on Professor Gerdes' channel or my channel and you have not registered for the free flag giveaway, please make sure to click the link that is pinned one time. Put your name in it. So I want you guys to see how close. This is Dnipro, the city, 1 million people. And this is the main highway coming in from Pavlograd, which is a large city, over 100,000. You continue down this main highway. I've ridden that road 100 times. Beautiful highway, Pokrovsk. From Pokrovsk, you would split and you go right into Donetsk, or you go directly to Konstantinivka and on to Bakhmut, which would be Chasiv Yar. You turn left and go to Kramatorsk and Slavyansk, and then you go north to Kharkiv. You see where the focal point is? Right there. Now, that blue road, in fact, I'll now change the color so there's no question. This road right there is the most important stretch of highway for supporting Chasiv Yar and this circle here, Slavyansk, Kramatorsk, Gerdes, and Konstantinivka. This is a real issue right there. Now I'm going to clear all that out, and I'm going to remove that, and then I'm going to zoom in now close. Right here. Okay. Today, Russia even took more. We'll just go the red line, not the gray, to the interchange, 10.05 kilometers, 6 miles. This is the road that Ukraine must hold on to, and Russia has pushed that far. All that's left, guys, is just a couple of little villages. This Nova Alexandrivka, Vodvushkinka, and then you're on the highway. So we will keep our eyes on that. It's vitally important. So we'll see. We will see. All right, let me check the raffle. We're at 237, 238. I'll show you guys. Congratulations, guys. Somebody's going to 239. We're rolling. Free flag giveaway tonight, Professor Gerdes channel. You guys that are there. Jason Tenney, after May 20th, $49.99 super chat on Professor Gerdes. After May 20th, according to the Ukrainian constitution, Zelensky will no longer be the head of state of Ukraine. How do you think this will affect the internal politics of Ukraine? Is the West a rules-based order or not? So Zelensky will remain president after May 20th. And actually, that is a huge Soviet propaganda talking point. They are smashing that news story everywhere. So this is how it gets turned and twisted. For example, let me explain what I mean by that. And this is a chat from Professor Gerdes' channel. There is zero internal issues. Zero is too strong. There is minimal internal issues or discussion over the Zelensky presidency inside Ukraine. Are there some random factions that say, hey, we need to get him out, we need to fix it? That would happen no matter what's going on. But Ukraine is behind Zelensky, knowing he needs to stay in office to be that representative, to be that face for the world, and to continue to fight this war as the office of commander-in-chief and finish this war. So we will say, Nunu, do you think it's time for NATO boots to go in? We talked about that today with Jake Bro. Thank you, Lucy B, for those 5 coffees. You are welcome. Thank you, a million, Greg and Jania. You're very welcome. We talked about that on Jake Bro's interview today. No, that's not going to happen. Should it happen? It should have happened at the beginning, in my opinion. So back to the Zelensky conversation. He actually legally stays president under their constitution. So this is a Soviet propaganda talking point utilized to destabilize trust for the world in the Ukrainian rule of law. It's completely, they need to talk about their own selves and their farce presidency, but that's a different topic. So Jason, I hope that answers your question. And for you guys that are here on Professor Gerdes' channel, make sure you go up and enter into the flag raffle. Need to be present to attend. All right. A local, Heather Wiley, a local radio calls Zelensky a dictator because he canceled the elections. Once again, Russian propaganda and misinformation. Period. It's just, this is what we have to do. Educate. And you guys being here tonight, and being so faithful from all of the pro YouTube communities trying to get the truth out is a huge help. The fact is, a lot of those chat and talking points are, and you don't realize it, it's Russian propaganda. It's the narrative they spew. But I can personally tell you, inside Ukraine, of which I've spent 10 months on the front lines and will be heading back as soon as our 4 armored vehicles arrive in country, and that's going along smoothly. This is a dead topic. There is no news. This news is only outside, referring to the Zelensky presidency. Now, I want to get to this, and this I have questions on. I'm not sure. We're at 250 responses now. Thank you, guys. And gonna put it on the 10-minute timer. How about that? Go about 10 more minutes. I think that's how long we'll need to cover the last section. And then we will spin the wheel. Let's do this. This is Vadim Skibitsky. And you may say, okay, who is this? That's Budanov's assistant. Everybody knows who Budanov is. This is Skibitsky. He was interviewed by The Economist. And this is a narrative internally inside Ukraine we're beginning to see more and more. First of all, let me tell you, Ukraine is not quitting. Ukraine is not giving up. Ukraine is not negotiating. Ukraine is not giving their sovereign territory away, period. They're in to fight for their nation and their existence. But it's very difficult. I showed you on the map Ocherny in 10 kilometers, and that road is called the Konstantinivka Pavlograd Road. Ukraine cannot lose that road, period. Ukraine cannot lose Konstantinivka, Kramatorsk, and Slavyansk, period. Kharkiv is going to be shelled and glide bombed into oblivion over the next few months. Sumy will continue to be hit very hard with glide bombs, DRG activity, and probably some cross-border incursions. Kherson will continue to be shelled every day, and civilians will die every day. Robolny will fall, and they're going to push for Orikhiv. This is where we're at. Supply is coming. Ukraine is working on their mobilization, and that's all wonderful. But we really need timing to be on our side because we are on the brink. What? These are his direct quotes. Even if we can push the Russians back to the borders, and that's the 91 borders, this will not stop the war. Such wars can only end with negotiations. What he meant by that was, we're not negotiating to give up our land. A war like this, it's hard to get a 100% defeat, is what he's referring to. He said, second line, now both sides are fighting for the most advantageous position, but meaningful negotiations may not begin until the second half of 2025. That's a year from now, over a year from now. Who is this speaking? I remind you, it's Skibitsky, Budanov's assistant. Thank you for those coffees right there. You get this. We've got everything working now. He then said Ukraine is on the brink. It's harder now than ever. On the brink of what? On the brink of losing some serious territory. Not on the brink of failure. Not on the brink of loss. But on the brink of getting in an extremely much more difficult situation. And right now it's extremely difficult. The Russians, point 4, or his fourth statement, always knew that April and May would be difficult time for us because we have no weapons. That is in the process of being remedied, but it's hard to hear, we're still potentially June for Patriots. We need more training. Czech Initiative has shells coming. Some are there, but really the big batch coming in late May or June. We'll see. I know U.S. stuff that is in this aid package is already there. Some of it's already there. So it's really good. It's just we need a lot of it there. Fourth statement out of 8, the Russian Federation will continue to implement the plan for the occupation of the Donetsk and Lugansk regions. That's correct. The success of the advance will be determined by when and where the Russians strike next. And that's in reference to, are they coming to Sumy and Kharkiv? They're not prepped for that yet, but are they prepping for that? Or are they just going to bomb it? Are they going to continue to push through Chasiv Yar and try to take Konstantinivka and get that loop road? Are they going to continue to push outside Ocherny and try to take over the Pavlograd road? The worst case scenario, in my opinion, for all of them is the Ocherny push where they're 10 kilometers from the Pavlograd road. If they get that, so much supply would be cut. It would be very detrimental to the Ukrainian position. That road I was referring to, guys, that's the road everybody drives. I'm not giving you any OPSEC information. The whole world in Ukraine and Russia knows it. That's the road. We've driven in it 100 times. Know every bump on it. Nothing there secret. Trust me. It's a very dangerous road anytime. And now they're 10 kilometers from it. Like when Jenya and I are on that road and we're moving one way or the other, it is hammer down. People ask, man, why do y'all break the frame of the truck every trip? Because we drive through bombed out roads wide open. Why do you do that? So we don't get hit by a drone, or fortunately, a moving target is much easier or much more difficult to hit than a target standing still. Well, are you that close? Well, of course we're that close. Yes. It's a very important road. Russia is preparing his second statement for an offensive around the Kharkiv and Sumy regions in the northeast. Directly from him. The group of invaders, which is based on the border with Kharkiv, now has 35,000 troops, but they plan to increase it to 50,000 to 70,000. But this is not enough for an operation to capture a large city, and Kharkiv is massive. And then finally, everybody's been talking about the day May 9th and that there's a offensive coming by May 9th. Guys, that's not the Russian offensive. What you're seeing right now in Ocherny is not the offensive. There was a positional mistake made, and that's why Ukraine lost quite a bit of ground there, a rotational mistake. The offensive is not scheduled to begin until late May or June. In my opinion, good. Why? It gives time for Ukraine to get more stuff there. Great. Wait. But while we're waiting, they continue to glide bomb, to shell, and to soften up behind the lines. So we shall see. He did say, though, now the Russian army operates as a single body with a clear plan and under a single command. You guys remember early in the war, that army was in chaos, but they are stabilizing. So that's where we're at. We have tons of glide bomb kits. Let me catch a couple comments. All right, guys, last couple of minutes here. Last couple of minutes for Ukrainian battle flag. We're up 264 responses. Thank you, thank you. Where's he at? Where's Shevchenko? There he is. Oh, I can't have him upside down. There you go. Oh, and just so you know, Ukraine has glide bombs themselves, by the way. I want to thank all of you guys for all of your comments and for your support. Nura, nice comment. It bothers me that so many are saying Ukraine should give up some land for peace. I know that is a take. Yeah, nice comment. Think about that, guys, wherever you're at tonight. Let's say it was your nation being invaded and you were being told, okay, we're just going to give away California and Oregon and Arizona and Nevada. I shouldn't have said it that way because I know a lot of you guys are going, okay, we're going to give up California. Hey, leave California alone. I used to live there. But just think about it. Of course you're not going to do that. My Canadian friends, you're giving up British Columbia. Yeah, how's that going to work? It's not going to work. Put yourself in a Ukrainian's footsteps right now. Many frontline soldiers are from Lugansk and Donetsk and Zaporizhia and Kherson and Mykolaiv. You think they're giving up their family farm? No, never. It's crazy. All right, we're coming down to it. Couple of minutes. I see that, Yana. Holy moly. All right, mods, you guys get ready. I'm going to open up my tab here and get ready to do the random picker. Last call. 382 watching on my channel. 109 Prof. Gerdes. Thank you. In Hanson on Professor Gerdes' channel. But would we really miss California? I used to live there too. Shiro, I'd like to bid on the flag. How is it being auctioned? It's not being auctioned, Shiro, and this is coming from Professor Gerdes' channel. You go, I'll give it another couple of minutes. To be fair, Prof. Gerdes' channel, you go right up to the pinned comment and click the link, put your name and email address in. Email addresses will be deleted immediately after this stream once I know the winner's email so I can get your mailing address to send you the flag. Will air defense assets be permitted to engage bombers across border? Good question, Keith. I can tell you Ukrainian pilots will shoot across the border. Will Patriot systems, well, have they been doing it yet? No. Will it change? I believe so. Zoe Blackmore. No, very clever questions, Jansen. 10 pounds. It would be idiotic. This is back to the Zelensky conversation to change a strong leader while your country has been faded by a fascist dictator. That is correct. Great comment. I want to thank everybody from Professor Gerdes' channel. I want to thank Professor Gerdes for letting me hijack his channel legally. We are partners. Were the drones drilled at the DJI factory? No, they were drilled at a circuit board manufacturer there. Michelle Marr, loves Sacramento and the Sierras. I used to live in Folsom, California. Now my home is north of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and my second home is in Ukraine. Last call. I feel like I'm an auctioneer. Last call. Shevchenko. Fish. Signed from the zero. Okay, guys, make sure you hit the like button. I want to say thank you to all the moderators. And I want to say thank you to all of you wonderful people, community. Let's do this. We're going to do a countdown for 1 minute. And I'll do it on my phone. There it's going. 54. When that ends, we're going to transfer the file. I'm going to do everything right in front of you guys. Sylvester Lasif, as a Ukrainian, thank you guys for all your supporting. Yes, you're very welcome. 1964 Corvera 1, love this chat. We love you too. Thank you to the mods. Thank you for the stream. Tinky Tinky, I love that name. We are at 25 seconds. Ah, this is so much fun. Wow, you clean all your timers afterwards. Respect. Thank you, JR. We are at 10, 9, 8, 7. Thank you, Mr. Nobody, for joining. I see that. We're at 0, guys. Well, there it is. We'll do this. Welcome to Ukraine. All right. How do I make that stop? Where's my kids when I need them? There we go. All right, guys. You're going to watch this real time. Papa Dutch, the link is up at the top. Let's do this. Let's do this. 282 responses. Now what I'm going to do, right in front of you, file, share, no, download, CSV, comma, separated value, Friday flag raffle, done. I'm going to go to my random picker. I'm going to upload the CSV file right there, open, and there is the time, the names, and the emails of everybody. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it this way. What else do you guys have to do on a Friday night? I'm going to make a copy, and get that back. I want to just get it where the names is and not just the emails. Okay, so there we go. Now, I've got 2 copies. Yes, I'm going to do this and delete rows A and B. Boom. Delete columns A and B. Yes. And then I'm going to take C. I know I'm not the spreadsheet master, but you can see all of your guys' names in here. Thank you. You know, Rick's much better at this. All right. Control C. Move it over there. I want it in 1. Control V. There we go. We're going to delete column C. And I know some of you guys are in here going, come on, man. You can stream and do that stuff. And why is that disappearing? Delete column. Hiding. Hide. There we go. Thank you. File. One more time. Email. No. Download. I'm giving you a good Friday night laugh. There we go. Back in. Going to X that. Upload this. Upload the newest one. Open. Now I just have names. Yes. Now what we're going to do. Number of winners. 1. Wheel of names. Add a theme color. That's fine. All advanced colors. Guys, there's all of your names on the left on the wheel. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Somebody's getting ready to win this. The wheel is spinning. Who is it? Roman Stingler. Holy moly, Roman Stingler. Congratulations. Now, Roman, you guys know it. You have to be here. Roman, there you are. You're in the chat. Give me that one real quick. Oh, view all. Roman is here. Boom. We did it, guys. Congrats, Roman. Thank you guys on Professor Gerdes' channel for being here. Much appreciated. That is awesome. I deleted it, I hope. I had tried to do it as fast as I could. That's done. That's done. Roman, thank you very much. And I will send you an email and send me your mailing address. Guys, thank you so much. And all the congratulations. Look at all those congrats. Guys, we will do this again next Friday. So, another free Friday flag giveaway. And Roman, there's your flag, buddy. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for all of your support. Thank you to everyone on Professor Gerdes' channel. And yeah, Roman, you'll have to send us a picture, and we'll share it. 3 streams, that's enough for me today. You guys be blessed. Tomorrow, I'll be popping into the shills. Sunday, I usually try to jump in with Rick. Monday night, 5 o'clock Eastern, I'll be back. And I think Mercado and I are playing video games tomorrow night. So, hey, we're having a good time and supporting Ukraine. Thank you guys for all that you do. Thank you for being a part of this. Without you, we couldn't do anything. God bless you and have a good night.
Слава Україні!